Dear Addison, happy July 8th. Today was a crazy day. I've been talking to you a lot about design, something I do a lot of these days, a lot of marketing design, a lot of trying to optimize how people sign up for something I'm working on, whether it's High Rise or this thing I'm working on now, Rockstar. Things have been going very well up until recently. I really got excited about something called Google AMP. Google AMP is this technology from Google. It stands for Accelerated Mobile Pages, and they invented it to make web pages load a lot faster on mobile phones, especially on mobile networks, because pages load slow, and they want the web to be faster. People love the web faster. This is an awesome idea. Long story short, I turned one of our Rockstar landing pages into a Google AMP page, and it didn't do well. Quickly, we realized statistically it wasn't working. There's multiple variables that could be at play. Everything from now when you launch this page, it looks a little different because Google puts this extra stuff around it. There's some stuff that I worry about. Maybe people are seeing blank pages. People are complaining about seeing blank pages, not just of my stuff, but of other people's stuff, so I'm worried about that. And there's a bunch of, if you're making a Google AMP page, there's a lot of design oddities that can crop up, not Google AMP's fault, definitely the designer's fault, but you've got to spend a lot of time making sure your old page looks like your new Google AMP page to really compare apples to apples. I'm not going to go through them all here. This isn't a design video. You can go read the article that I wrote about it. I brought this up hopefully to raise awareness for other people taking on AMP projects. What ended up happening today, though, was good. I brought a lot of attention to my writing and to Rockstar, but bad because I also think I brought a lot of vitriol onto the Google AMP team. And that was never my intention. I think it's an interesting project. I see people's criticism of it though, but that wasn't my point. My point wasn't to throw a lot of hate onto Google AMP, but I did want to raise some awareness with the challenges of implementing it and maybe some things that aren't quite great that I wish Google may do differently. I can only imagine. I know some people from Google checked out the blog post in Rockstar and they're trying to help and make it better. They're exploring the blank pages in Google Emulator, which is the problem that I had bumped into, and they were able to replicate it. Now they're looking into it. Applaud the folks that are trying to do the right thing, and it's awesome. You got to be cognizant sometimes of the fights that you pick. Even though I wasn't really trying to pick a fight, I just wanted to raise some awareness of something. It ended up maybe becoming a bigger deal than I had ever intended, and that's a consequence I have to kind of be comfortable with. Raising things publicly, but then I also want to bring that up as someone out there, like you need to think about that stuff. When you poke at something, you might cause a reaction that you never intended. So you have to really think responsibly of like the lens and what you're doing when you're trying to pick a fight. And I think you see that in our political world. Sometimes people try to pick a fight for their benefit, causes a lot of pain for people, and it turns into a monster. And in ways you can kind of see what happened here with Google AMP, like just raising awareness, it became this like beast that kind of gets out of your control. And so you have to be careful with this. And it's hard to be careful with it, but you got to kind of be cognizant of it, wary of it. So you do the right things. Again, never meant to bring any pain to the Google team. Thank you for the effort in these projects. I think there's a lot of interesting stuff there. I'd love to revisit it again and keep experimenting with it. I just had some trouble with it myself. I would love to see other people experiment with it and keep playing with it. Maybe other people's results will be different, I hope. And I wanted to leave this just as a reminder of just, be careful of the fights that you pick. And I'll see you tomorrow. Love, Dad.